Okay, I think we're done posing in front of Metal Gear now, so let's go scale back up the thing, because we kind of had to put the PAL key back in. Of course, then again, we do have to deal with Liquid and Ocelot. That's not going to be good. The two of them together might be a bit tough, so we're going to have to be careful here. You'd think I would lose all respect and or fear of this guard over here because, you know, the ladder thing that happened. But I still want to be careful of that guy. He also heads to the right first, but generally that doesn't help me, but guess I got through just fine this time around, and Liquid and Ocelot seem to be gone. I don't know why. Maybe they're hanging out in Metal Gear now. They haven't started it just yet because they're still eating their pizza and just talking. Hey boss, you know what I really like? Kittens. I wish I could find a whole lot of pictures of kittens.
Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now PAL number 2. Freeze the key.
I'm betting you get why we had those two very distinct areas earlier, right? Yep, it's backtracking time, and now we get to wait around in the freezer area for the key to freeze so we can use it. Also, something I neglected to mention before, but rations can actually freeze if you hang out in here for too long. You can't use rations when they freeze. They will thaw eventually, and I think it actually goes faster if you equip the rations. So keep that in mind in case the battle against Raven goes on for too long. This kind of takes forever for the PAL key to cool off. But you just have to wait. Just have to wait until it just decides, alright, you've spent enough time here. Been waiting around for an arbitrary amount of time. And so we're back here. So yeah, the key's frozen. Somehow it didn't warm up by this point, but Liquid and Ocelot are still gone. Must have gotten a really big pizza. Either that or they're watching a movie, I don't know. They're just being pals in Metal Gear before they threaten to blow up the entire world, get $1 billion, and just do whatever they want.
PAL code number 2 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 3.
Okay, there goes PAL code number 2. Next comes PAL number 3. Warm the key.
We get to backtrack even further. Whoa. Oh, by the way, there are guards in here now. They just decided to arrive a few minutes ago. They also cleaned up Raven's gun. That's gone now, not that it mattered. Everybody, do the snake spin. Everybody, do the snake spin. Come on, all y'all, get on the ground and defy gravity. I'm not a patient man. I want you to do it now. Look, I've got stuff to... What is it?
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go
Possibly.
ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
What's his name? I want to know.
He's the one who
Is he
told
cool,
me
dude?
about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
Rocks?
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Die?
Oh yeah, I know that one. If
No.
Fox dies in a forest and no
Fox
one's around to
died.
hear it, it doesn't make a
Liquid
sound.
Letters were
And of course
talking
the
about
answer is
Yeah.
yes.
It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but
What are you trying to say?
it's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
I've already forgotten that information.
Well, apparently Apparently, fox dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
And then actually gives them a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
Oh no, they've gone right to the genes! It was her plan all
I don't
along.
know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
Also, I turned the monitor back on. Just FYI to you viewers at home.
Sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base.
And all the members of Foxhound had decoder rings on their corpses.
Are you sure?
They're all about genes, too.
She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
I can't
means the
believe
Fox
Naomi
dye vaccine must be around
I
somewhere.
don't care.
I've got bigger things to worry about.
Like, literally
Snake,
bigger.
you might
It
be
is
infected
actually
too, you know.
huge. Have you seen
All
the
I
size
can
of
do
Metal
is
Gear?
leave
It's
it up to
fucking
the Colonel.
gigantic. And back to backtracking. Woo. The segment actually gets a bit easier in Twin Snakes. There's actually an area with a couple of pipes. One will freeze the key and one will heat the key, so you don't actually have to backtrack, which is very helpful, and then you'll get all those little codec calls on your way back to the area from Metal Gear, but that's not in this version of the game. No, in this version you just have to put up with the backtracking, because that's the only way they could fit in all this exposition. Of course, it doesn't really explain why we had to wait around for the keys to change temperatures. Seriously, why do we have to wait around? It doesn't even make any sense. There aren't even any guards, so it's not a challenge to stay in those areas. You just stand around until it changes to the correct temperature. Come on, exposition elevator. I know you've got something for me. You always do. There we go. I knew it.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
I need to tell you
Naomi,
something about
what the hell?
genes, Snake.
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes. But not everything I said was a lie.
Everything about
Who
genes
are
was
you?
correct, I think.
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
Because you're an
'Cause you want
idiot?
to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from.
That genes can't tell you that.
Age, my
Or
race,
that.
anything.
Possibly that? I don't
Naomi.
think that. I don't think it
I was
determines
found in
race.
Rhodesia sometime
I
in
think
the 80s.
there might be something about
Dirty
that.
little orphan.
But definitely not
Rhodesia.
location or age.
What's now known as
Seriously.
Zimbabwe?
Why do you think that
Yes.
genes would even tell you
Rhodesia
that?
was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around.
It would be kind of difficult to
probably
even
where I
do
got
that,
my
because
skin
your
color
genes would
from,
have to
but I'm
match
not
up
even sure
with
about that.
those two.
Naomi,
They might not
don't
have
worry
their
about the
genetic
past.
information stored, and of
Isn't it
course
enough to
they're
understand
dead.
who you are
So,
now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I?
has
No
anybody
one
else
tries to
taken
understand
science
me.
class in like high school or something?
I was alone
You know
for
how in
so
science
long.
they have
Until I
that
met
little
my big
square when they
brother.
teach you about genetics?
And
You like
him.
put the genetic
brother.
information on the sides and
Yes.
then you sort of cross them together.
Frank
I
Yeager.
think Naomi needs to start with
What?
that. She needs to go all
He
the
was
way
a young
back to the
soldier.
square, because clearly she
picked
doesn't
me up
understand
near the
jack
Zambezi
shit about
River.
that. Her understanding
half
isn't
dead
even
from
at high school
starvation,
level.
and he shared
That's
his
pretty
rations with
sad.
me. Yes. Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America.
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
It's always Big Boss.
He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war.
He didn't bring me because I wasn't young enough to be a child soldier.
You killed
He was
my
kinda weird
benefactor
about
and
that.
sent my brother home a cripple.
I can't believe you'd stop
vowed
those
revenge
evil
and joined
people from doing
Foxhound.
evil things by killing them.
I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill the man who killed my father for making a
Yes.
really dumb plan
That's right.
where he'd have a bunch of kids and then make them child
You
soldiers.
all I
And also,
Too
my
long
brother,
years.
who tried to
Some
kill
kind of
you with
twisted
Metal Gear.
obsession.
I can't believe you
You
would
still
rebel
hate me.
and kill him back, and then punch him in the face a whole bunch, thus killing him.
Exactly.
Really, Snake, what were you thinking?
partly
How
wrong
could you
about
do
you.
that, you cruel
Liquid
bastard?
and the others.
I'll have my revenge on them too.
They haven't wronged me,
Naomi,
but I dislike
you
them
didn't kill that
anyway.
doctor too, did you? The one that used Grey Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Grey Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so.
I don't understand my brother either, Snake.
I wasn't
He's kind of
sure
weird
before,
about
but
this
now
sort
I
of
think I
thing.
understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for.
Otacon
sure
was
of it.
right. He is anime as hell.
No.
He's already dead. He's just being fueled by his anime power. Blood no longer courses through his veins. Just anime. It's all that keeps him going. Pure animatium.
Specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox dye contains smart enzymes.
I
created
put them through
protein
school, so I
engineering.
know they're
They're programmed
intelligent.
to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right.
I show them
They
pictures of the
respond by
DNA
becoming
they're supposed to
active and using the
destroy,
macrophages,
and then they know
begin
who to
creating
kill.
TNF epsilon. It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
I don't understand a word
They
you
cause
just
a heart
said.
attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis.
Yeah, so they get a heart attack.
Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide?
But where do they get the knife?
Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right?
Yep, I'm gonna kill you in cold blood,
Do I
Snake.
still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead.
Most
but I
people
can't
do.
go yet. I still have a job to do.
The only other guy who could stop this is Otacon, and do you really think he's fit for that sort of thing?
I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox dye.
Gasp!
You weren't.
Could this be some sort of government
You were injecting
conspiracy?
Fox dye as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that.
I wanted to kill you, but it wasn't my decision to kill you. It was just a very lucky break.
The real thing I wanted to tell you was,
Genes are great, Snake.
Snake, I...
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
Oh no, whatever
Naomi's
will
been
I
removed from
do?
this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox dye was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
To be fair, she also
There's no
double-crossed
time for
you.
that.
She
Right now,
did try
your
to kill
job
ya.
is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
Well, anyway, that's over and done with. I'm surprised we haven't hit the floor just yet. The key also hasn't cooled down, so lucky break there. Right, so before we finish this off, this is really important to me. I have to kill this man. That was a necessity. I probably could have gotten by him, but I don't care. I didn't. I killed him. Killed him with a missile, and I have no regrets about that because he's just a big old jerk, and I hate him and I wish him the worst. I hope he is fired. Right, so I'm gonna guess that Liquid and Ocelot still aren't in here. Man, this is so easy. Well, here we go. Boom, world saved. We did it, guys. It's over with.
PAL code entry complete. Detonation code activated.
No, why?
I could not see this coming.
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
I don't get it. How's this happening? Have I been bamboozled?
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed.
Why
Nothing
are
can
you
stop
thanking me for
Metal
that,
Gear
Master?
now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too.
Us?
I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
Backtracking, am I right?
We
At least
weren't
you got
able
plenty
to
of
learn the
exposition,
DARPA
Snake.
Chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers,
Mantis?
he couldn't read
Wait
his
a
mind.
minute. Are you
Then
Ocelot?
Ocelot accidentally killed him
Oh,
during
no.
the interrogation. In
Then you
other
must be
words,
Sniper
we
Wolf,
weren't
then.
able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
It's kind of the backbone of the whole plan.
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
You're the biggest sucker on the planet, Snake.
I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
Thanks, Fox
You
Die.
mean you had this plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
I intentionally made all the guards
In any
stupid.
case, the launch preparations are complete. Once
Master,
the
how could you
Williams
backstab
have
us
more
like this?
weapons,
I trusted you,
the
Miller.
White House will have no
And you
choice
betrayed
but
me.
to surrender the Fox Die vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole.
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful.
I am talking like this to be dramatic.
Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know.
'Cause you're a moron.
Poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
Who could this
I'll
man
tell you
possibly
everything you
be?
want to know.
I've got no
If you
idea.
know where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
What?
Campbell, you're too late.
Then who is
Master
he?
Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off.
I've just been hearing him through
Bailey said
you.
his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
How did his ghost get in here?
Who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
I don't know who you are. Liquid! I'd know that beautiful flowing hair anywhere!
Served your purpose. You may die now.